Hello my friends, in this video you will get a full guide about the best settings in League of Legends. I'm a challenger player with over 1100 LP peak and currently full-time pro player. Let's begin with the hotkeys. The most important part is that you use quick cast all on every single spell. Like usually in 99% of the cases it's better, it's way faster and smoother to use, you don't need that much time to cast a spell. So if I'm pressing Q, it will automatically go off, no range or anything. Then, abilities and summoner spells. What I changed here is that I can actually kind of see the range. So if I would press Shift Q now, as you can see here, I can see the range. So I could move, and now I can, if I press Shift Q, I can see the range of any spell I want. This is also why playing Smartcast, plus in addition, the spell setting is super beneficial. Next thing, self-cast, super important. If you play Lissandra, for example, you can press Alt and then R, and then you just ult yourself immediately. Or let's say you press Lulu, play Lulu, and then you have Lulu E, right? Alt E, you E yourself. Super simple. Next thing, level up, spell. You can press Control and then the spell that you want to skill, because skilling with mouse is super slow and you don't want to do that. For example, on level up timers, it's super important to skill fast, and then you can just press Control plus the button that you want to skill. Next thing, target champions only. I have it binded on T. A lot of people also have it on this one, the circumflex thingy, but I just prefer using T. But it's a bit personal preference, but you should at least use something here. Then, next thing, items pretty default, but the one thing that I changed is this one here. So what you have now is, for your wards, for example, trinket, shift 4. I have my wards binded on Smartcast as well, so if I would press 4 now, I would ward, right? But sometimes it just can be good if you have an indicator like this. So if I press shift plus 4, same thing for spells, it will show the range, right? It's super nice. And the difference between that is I can hold it here, then it's like this, and once I turn it in the bush, it turns green automatically. Now I can see whether it's in the bush or not. Okay, next thing that is also important, player movement. What I have here is player attack move on A and player move click on X. What you do with A is you A and then the circle will show. Now you can A left click, which is basically your attack move. It will make it super easy to kite, or in general to just farm. It's really nice, you should use it. Next thing would be the X one. There will be no range and I don't need to do another input with my left click. All I need to do is press X right now. So if I press X on the floor, on the ground, you can see it. You can decide between center camera on champion on space here or toggle camera lock. You can put it here as well. Doesn't really matter, it's personal preference. Then, super important, select ally 1 should always be your F1, not F2. It's super important that you have F1 to 4 here and don't have select self, because now you can use your F keys to actually go onto your teammates. So F1 would be top lane, F2 would be jungle, right? F3 would be mid lane, F4 would be support, in the case of you playing AD carry right now. That's super important. Next thing, display. I'm not sure if this is default, but Control F there on the top right, you can see you can turn this one on and off. It's just important that you have it on, so you immediately see if, like, I don't know, you have package loss or your FPS is dropping, like, for whatever reason, because it can sometimes happen, and then you will find a fix for it. Okay, communication, pretty default. The only thing I changed is the quick enemy vision ping on mouse button 4. So it's basically on my mouse, it's this one, right? It's super good if someone wards, for example, and then you can just click it. Really nice. I have it on my mouse button. And the other only thing I changed is the emote wheel. It's personal preference, but I open it like this. If you want to use emotes, I feel like it's way better to do it with the emote wheel, and then you can just press the mouse button and then whatever you want to use. Item shops default as well, I think, on P, and that's it for hotkeys. Next one are the video settings, super important. So I have my resolution on full HD. It's depending on your monitor, of course. Then the windowed mode, a lot of people are playing on borderless. I think this can, like, the only reason to play borderless if you are like a streamer and need to tap out or like see your chat or something. If you're not a streamer, always play full screen. It's way better. Then colorblind mode, you can take that. I see a lot of people that play colorblind mode. There are also a lot of people that don't play colorblind mode. It's personal preference. What you should use though is hide eye candy, right? Just use it. Use relative team colors also, and the rest you can just copy. Then character quality very low, environment quality very low, shadow quality off, FX quality on low. I just personally prefer playing games like this. It's way better. I feel like you just see more, and I don't really care about details. Also, it's better for your FPS. I would just advise you to put your settings as low as possible, but if you want to have like a nicer game, a nicer looking game, then you can maybe turn it on medium, but at least put shadow quality off. But I would advise you to put it on very low. Just use it like this, and then you have better FPS as well. Then your frame rate cap, you can cap it, you can also not cap it, it doesn't really matter. Just look what works the best for you. Anti-aliasing off, vertical sync off as well. Then accessibility, color, I get a lot of questions to this. It kind of depends on your monitor, of course. Like we will not have the same monitor settings as well. These are my color settings. I kind of like it if the game is a bit brighter, like the color level and the gamma, the brightness is a bit higher. But here it's same thing as well. It's personal preference. You can try it like this if you want. And then we're gonna go to sound settings. My sound settings are pretty default, pretty low overall. The only thing I change is the music volume. I put it to 0 because it's just annoying for me. That's it. Interface settings, probably one of the most important ones. I have HUD scale on around 22. I think a lot of people advise you to do it on 0, but in my opinion, and also a lot of pro players, have it like on the lower end rather, but don't put it too high because then, it will completely flash your screen and like you will see less. So have it around 20, like 22, maybe like this. Cursor scale, kind of personal preference. Shop scale, same thing as well, but I wouldn't put it too high. Chat scale, same thing as well. I would put it a bit lower because you don't need your chat to be huge. Minimap scale, I have it on 66. Same for the rest things here. It can be a bit personal preference. Also depends a bit on your monitor and how good you are at like looking at your minimap and like seeing information, even though you look at the middle of your screen. So yeah, I would just not advise you to put it like super low. So having it on 33, I think is also completely fine. I personally have it on 66. Then here, show health bars, super important. Show lost control of UI, important. Enable HUD animations, it's useless. Show health bar animations, also useless. Streamer mode, we don't need that one. Here you can go between summoner name, champion name, and none. So I personally like it when it says the champion name over my head. So in this case, any instead of the summoner name, right? So I have champion name, but it's personal preference again. Notification, screen flash on damage. It's good if you're, for example, pushing a sideline wave, like looking at the map somewhere, or like looking at an Ash fight and you get hit by something. Screen flash, loss and control, can put that one on. Show off screen pings, put that one on. I personally don't like the highlight camera center, but I also know pro players that are using this. Cursor, I play the legacy cursor, not the new one, but it doesn't really matter. Ability and attack display. I think most important one is the show attack range one. It will basically show you the attack range when you are A clicking. You can use that, but there are also people that don't use it. But I would advise you to do it. Show spell cost, super important. You can see here, right, like my Q is 60 mana, my W 70, and so on. It's just nice to have. You should always enable that. And for beginners, show spell recommendation can be useful, but you can also use websites if you are like unsure on what you should like max first or something. Then minimap, scoreboard, I think it's all pretty default, honestly. Chat, you can also put the same team chat on, like it will only be your party chat and ally. You don't really need all chat. Then show timestamps, super important. Like each time you would write something, then you will see a timestamp. For example, it's way easier. Let's say minute 2, someone of the enemy flashes. You type in flash or something, and then you know, okay, I see in the chat again, minute 2, I wrote down his flash, and then I can time it to minute 7. Mute enemy emotes, I would advise you to do that. It's just annoying. I don't want to see enemy emotes. Then combat text, I have mana enabled as well. The only thing I'm not having enabled is experience. And then accessibility, also really important that you have it on, because then you will see like Cyan ult, GP ult, or like any global ultimates, or like things that actually make a sound, like Briar ultimate as well, for example. They will like pop up a thingy on the right side. You can just use it. It has no downside. Then game, I have my mouse speed on 50. It always depends on your DPI. I have 1.2K. Camera move speed on your mouse, I have it on 61, so I can actually move my camera pretty fast. I see a lot of people that have it on 50. I feel like 50 is way too slow because I would move my camera now, it will take ages until I see something. So I would advise you to have it between 60 and 65. Then mouse camera on revive, super bad, don't turn that one on. Enable smooth camera, please turn it off. Mouse drag and drag scroll, also put that one off. Then camera locked mode, super important. You probably have the semi-locked on, then if I center my camera, it will look a bit like into one direction, so I can see more on one specific side. It's not good. So always use the fixed offset one, because then you will be completely centered. Your camera will be completely centered. Last thing, gameplay. Auto attack, you can put that one on. It can be good for sure, especially at the beginning. A lot of people also, like if you're good at using S, for example, where you can actually stop your movement and stop your auto attack, that would be really important if you use it. I personally don't use auto attack that often, but you can play around with it a bit. Then these things can all go off. Use movement prediction can also go off. It's just super weird to use. Super important though, attack move on cursor. If it's enabled, your attack move will prioritize the target closest to your mouse click. That is super important, because if you don't have it enabled, it will prioritize the target closest to your body, and that is super bad, so you want to have it enabled. Then treat target champion only as a toggle. You can do that. If I have T, for example, I press T one time, and now I have it basically. If I have it off, I need to hold T for a potential dive, for example, to not hit turrets. It's personal preference. I like it more with the tree toggle. So TLDR of the video, you can for sure use a lot of these settings and just copy them, but it's still your own settings. So if you prefer to play on like, I don't know, medium video settings or something, you don't need to copy them exactly. Like you can take a look, you can see, okay, what does this guy do? What does this guy do, for example? But it's also your settings, and just do whatever is the best for you. That's it. Have a good one. Bye bye.